What's going on, YouTube? It's SC, the place to be. Chill, Mr. Andy, back with another WWE 2K24 video. It did not tell y'all, did not say that yesterday was kind of light, so it was going to be a heavy day today while I'm at work. So I had to wait till I got off work, come back. Instead, they just did the whole full roster reveal. It got some things, got me excited for this year's game. So we about to talk about them things. So if you guys are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that like button, because we're going to be covering WWE 2K24 from here and on when Beyond the Game comes out. We're going to do better on this channel right now, and I can't wait to get up into this. So without any further ado, let's get right up into this. So they start off earlier today around noon. They text us that little roster reveal thing that they've been showing us throughout the whole week. And this one is talking about the legends. I was into this already. And automatically from the start, they said Undertaker, The Rock, Triple H, Lita, George the Animal Steel, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Ken Shamrock, and Mankind, who was here to see my video yesterday. But do you remember what I said? I'll be looking at it, and then when I be seeing the DLC list when it finally does come out, I'm looking at the people that I want in the game, and I don't get to see them. Like, if Post Malone took that spot from Ken Shamrock, I'm going to be pissed. Okay, Ken Shamrock's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. I want him in this game so bad, especially when I heard that he signed that contract and they've been the Legends deal and they've been doing all this stuff with Ken Shamrock. I want Shamrock in this game in the worst way. If Post Malone took that spot from Shamrock, I'm pissed. Okay, it was a soundtrack video, but look, I was dead serious. I've been wanting Ken Shamrock back in a 2K game since 2K16. Okay, Ken Shamrock's one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. He's in my top 10. I love Ken Shamrock. I was like, can I please get Ken Shamrock in these games? And finally, they have answered my prayers to have Ken Shamrock in WWE 2K24. And I'm just so excited for it because I love Ken Shamrock. I'm like, yo, man, can we ever get Ken Shamrock and Kurt Angle in the same damn game? I'm just saying, please. And it looks like we finally got it this year, and I have been ecstatic, okay? Ecstatic about it. So I can't wait to play as him. And then, of course, this is the return of Mankind, who has not been in there since 2K20. And even when that Mankind was in there, we got the Rock and Sock connection Mankind. This man was lovable, bubbly. This wasn't the sadistic, schizophrenic Mankind. He had the Rock and Sock jacket on and everything, and it was the sweatpants. It was that Mankind. Me personally, I would love to see like the brown attire Mankind, or even if we don't get the full brown attire, can we at least get 1998 Mankind when it still had the torn up dress shirt but still had the brown tights and stuff? I love that Mankind opposed to doing the black sweatpants and the sneakers. I'm just like, just saying. I mean, obviously, community creation, you can change things up, but it's just good to have Mankind back in here. Good to have the theme and everything back there, and so it's just great to have him back in here. Now, Dave also put out a tweet saying it revealed the full roster. Now, I've had people contact me and said this is not necessarily the full roster. There are people missing. And I was like, so as soon as I went to it, I looked at the alumni section already. And I was like, oh, okay. There are some people in here that's still missing. And I'll probably go over with you. But luckily, the Smackdown Hotel, love them over there. I'm going to go check they have the whole full roster of everything by that should have been confirmed. I know 2K said they're going to reveal the full roster later today. I don't have later today time, to be honest with you. But I'm pretty sure the lot of names that's missing will probably be added on there. Not DLC. You're probably not going to find that out until like March probably, or even the end of February. But we're going to go over this list right now that's on 2K's website. And then we're going to go over the SmackDown Hotel stuff of what they kind of missed. So let's go over this right now. Alright. So this is the roster that's pulled up. So we're going to just go right down the roster right now. Start off with Legends and Alumni. Macho Man Randy Savage. Ravishing Rick Rude. Roddy Piper, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Superstar Billy Graham, Andre the Giant, Bad Bunny, Batista, Beth Phoenix still making a return, okay, Big Boss Man, Boogeyman, Booker T, Bray Wyatt, Bret the Hitman Hart, British Bulldog, Bruno Sammartino, Cactus Jack, which now just confirms the Three Faces of Foley returning for this game. First time being there since 2K18. China, Diesel, Doink the Clown, Dude Love, Dusty Rhodes, Eddie Guerrero, Eric Bischoff, Eve Torres, Farouk, Harley Race, Hollywood Hogan, Hulk Hogan, Jake the Snake Roberts, JBL, Jerry the King Lawler, Jim the Anvil Neidhart, John Cena, Kane, Kevin Nash, Lita, Mankind, Maurice, Mighty Molly and Molly Holly, Muhammad Ali, Rick Steiner, Rikishi, Rob Van Dam. Thank you. I was hoping they still put Rob Van Dam in this game. You know, he was doing some stuff for AEW. I'm glad Rob Van Dam is still here. You know what I'm saying? We got Ronda Rousey, Scott Hall, Scott Steiner, Shane McMahon, wow, Shawn Michaels, Stacy Keibler, Stephanie McMahon, Stardust with the asterisk because it's pre-order. 6, Ted DiBiase, The Fiend, The Hurricane, The Rock, The Undertaker, Triple H, Trish Stratus, Tyler Breeze, Ultimate Warrior, Umaga, Uncle Howdy. I don't know that Uncle Howdy's going to come back here. Vader, Wade Barrett, William Regal, X-Pac, and Yokozuna. William Regal back in the game. That's what I'm talking about. So, automatically, because how hype I was for him, I see here that Ken Shamrock's name's not here. I didn't make up a rule about Ken Shamrock. They posted Ken Shamrock. He's just not on this list right now. Neither is Kurt Angle. And you may make the argument, well, maybe it's to showcase people that they didn't put on there or not. Because you may be right, because I don't see Razor Ramon in the R's neither. See what I'm saying? So it could be the showcase stars is not in there. So we'll keep on checking. Now we're going to Raw. Akira Tozawa, Alexa Bliss, Becky Lynch, Bianca Belair, Big E, Braun Strowman, Bronson Reed, Candice LeRae, Carmella, Electric, good lord, Cedric Alexander, Chad Gable, Chelsea Green, Cody Rhodes, Damian Priest, Dexter Lumis. Where has Dexter Lumis been at? Dominic Mysterio, Eric, Finn Balor, Giovanni Vinci, Gunther, Indy Hartwell, Ivar, Jaden McDonough, Jey Uso, Johnny Gargano, Kofi Kingston, Liv Morgan, Ludwig Kaiser, Maxine Dupree, Natalya, Nikki Cross, Otis, Piper Niven, Raquel Rodriguez, Rhea Ripley, Ricochet, R-Truth, Sami Zayn, Seth freaking Rollins, Shayna Baszler, Shinsuke Nakamura, Sonya Deville, Tegan Knox, The Miz, Tommaso Ciampa, Valhalla, Xavier Woods, Zoe Starks. So that is a list right there. And automatically, when it comes to Raw, I don't see Drew McIntyre's name. We know Drew they gave us a screenshot of Drew McIntyre, so we know Drew McIntyre's in the game. So it looks like this may not be the full list, okay? Because I'm like, I don't, Drew McIntyre, to my knowledge, not in the showcase. So I don't know why not. The same can go for Brock Lesnar. And we already know why they're not promoting Brock Lesnar. So, but once again, that could be the reason why also. Smackdown. We got AJ Styles, Alba Fire, Angelo Dawkins, Ashanti the Adonis, Asuka, Austin Theory, Bayley, Bobby Lashley, Butch. He didn't get to Pete Dunne in time. I mean, he's not going to look like, but he's still like Pete Dunne, but we just ain't get to Pete Dunne in time. Cameron Grimes, Charlotte Flair, Cruz del Toro, Dakota Kai, Elton Prince, Grayson Waller, Isla Dawn, Io Sky, Jimmy Uso, Joaquin Wilde, Karrion Kross, Katana Chance, Caden Carter, Kevin Owens, Kit Wilson, LA Knight, Logan Paul, Luke Gallows, Michin Mia Yim, Montez Ford, MVP, Omos, Randy Orton, Rey Mysterio, Ridge Holland, Robert Roode, Glory. I'm glad they still put Robert Roode in these games, because it ain't his fault that, that injury probably just took him out. I mean, I wish he did the same with Jason Jordan, because I was a fan of Jason Jordan. So, excuse me, Roman Reigns, Santos Escobar, Scarlett, Sheamus, Shotzi, Solo Sikoa, Tamina, Xia Li, and Selena Vega. That's SmackDown. So automatically, I see some other missing. Like, okay, we have Luke Gallows. I'm looking here from when we get into K's. I don't see Carl Anderson. See what I'm saying? So I am thinking now. I'm more convinced that this is not the full roster. We're still missing some names here, because you don't have Luke Gallows without Carl Anderson. They both at the same time. Carl Anderson's not in no trouble that I know of. So NXT. Let's go to NXT. Andre Chase, Angel Garza, Apollo Crews. Is he still in NXT? Okay. Axiom, Baron Corbin, Blair Davenport, Braun Breaker, Brooke Jensen. Okay. Brutus Creed, Carmelo Hayes, Channing Stacks Lorenzo, Cora Jade, Damian Kemp, Dijak, Drew Gulak, Duke Hudson. Alright, so we got All-Chase Shoe. Fallen Henley, Gigi Dolan, Humberto, Ilya Dragunov, Ivy Nile, JC Jane, Jinder Mahal, Joe Coffey, Joe Gacy, Josh Briggs, Briggs and Jensen, Julius Creed, Nathan Frazier, Nikita Lyons, Noam Dar, Roxanne Perez, Sangha, Scripps, Thea Hall, Tiffany Stratton, Tony D'Angelo, Trick Williams, Tyler Bate, Veer Mahan, Wendy Chu, Wesley, and Wolfgang. I mean, still a great list of names here. I'm saying, do we get all three members of Gallus, or it's just Wolfgang and Joe Coffey? Okay. Maybe once again we got names. I see my boy Noam Dar here, and I'm like, hold on now. We need the metaphor, but I'm thinking they can probably say that for DLC. I'm hoping. Okay. Managers: B-Fab, Bobby the Brain Heenan, Kathy Kelly, Mick Foley, Miss Elizabeth, Paul Bearer. Wow, Paul Bearer, Paul Heyman, and Theodore Long. Let me holler at you, player. Wow, okay. Paul Bearer, I like seeing that. Okay. Alright, so that is the list that 2K put out. Okay, so what we're going to go check out now is the Smackdown Hotel list, because they just put all people that they've seen in the trailers and in interviews, so that they do some extensive research. So we're going to see some of the ones that they had probably missed that I could have missed also. Alright, so the list, pretty much we said all these names. So I'm not going to go through all the names again, but yeah, we'll see here, because I'm going for the ones that I know. See, Brock Lesnar, they still got the Brock Lesnar stuff here. I don't know about Brock Lesnar 01, to be honest with you. Nothing's really been confirmed yet. And okay, we're in the clear. Damon Camp, all that stuff. See, Drew McIntyre, clearly. I'm trying to think of the ones that I remember that definitely still ain't got pictures up for all of them just yet. Okay, so everything just looks like that's going to be the roster. Maybe just missing just a couple of names. I don't see Carl. I didn't get to the cage yet, but Carl Anderson neither, did I? Or did I pass it? Yeah. See, I don't understand. I wouldn't think Luke Gallows and I know Carl Anderson. So there are some names that probably still have to be added to this right now. But even while we still wait for all that officially, 231 is amazing. Okay. that is really good. So as of right now, I'm really content with the roster. There are a lot of people I've seen on there. I was like, okay, I was it was going to be DLC. So obviously, I'm hoping for some good DLC packs, to be honest with you. I'm hoping for some really, really good ones. Because obviously, we're thinking CM Punk be the front runner. We're obviously thinking Jay Cargill to be on that one also. The Dudley Boys, as we heard, they signed a Legends deal back with WWE. And the Metaphor, and I'm just thinking of things that's going through my head right now, people I did not see, and Legends that I would like to see back in there. So I'm really curious to see what the DLC is going to be. I was swear up and down like Fallen Henley and Ken Shamrock going to be DLC. No, we started out with them, and I'm happy for that. But also, we got ratings today also, so sit back because we about to go over some ratings right now. We're kicking off with the man Becky Lynch. One thing I'm so happy about is that Becky Lynch got her old model back. I mean, the man model is back. I didn't like that whole model that she had last year and things like that. But right now, she looks good. The model looks good. It's simplistic. It's better when it comes to Becky Lynch. She's in there going against Chelsea Green, and Chelsea Green looks good from the model that we see her in there. And actually, Becky's manhandle slam looks better in the game than actually does with her doing it. But in this game, her rating is a 92 overall for Becky Lynch in WWE 2K24. That is actually a downgrade from WWE 2K23 when she was a 96 overall. Very, very high. So a little bit of a drop for the man Becky Lynch. Next up, we have Shinsuke Nakamura coming in. And one thing I have to say about this model and this entrance attire, it really got that whole Japanese villain aspect to it. I love that they put this in there for Shinsuke right now, and I love it. I love the black and white attire that he has in this game, and I'm like, it's the same entrance motion and everything like that, but little bit of tweaks, and I just love this style of Nakamura right here, this little heel run that he's going on, and I'm really, really enjoying it. So Nakamura's rating in this game is an 84 overall. I think that's fair about what's going on with Nakamura in the past year. Compared to last year's game, that is a 3-point drop because he was an 87 overall in WWE 2K23. Coming in next, we have Liv Morgan coming into the roster. So I'm excited to see Liv Morgan. I was like, I couldn't remember where this attire came from, but I'm pretty sure I've seen it before. But they showed gameplay of Liv Morgan taking on Katana Chance. We get to see a brief glimpse of Katana Chance in the game, so that's great. Now, when it comes to Liv Morgan's rating, she has an overall of 85, which is a 1-point drop from WWE 2K23 when she was an overall 86. Next up, we have the modern day Maharaja in Jinder Mahal. So Jinder Mahal mostly been doing NXT stuff, with Veer and Zanga. So I don't know how high his rating is going to be in this game at all. Let me tell you something right now. I know it ain't going to be as high as it was when it was like 2K19. I believe it was when they had him in there, or 2K18, 2K19 when he was a champion. So no, it's not going to be there. But when it comes to Jinder Mahal this year, he has an overall rating of 74. So compared to last year, Jinder Mahal dropped 3 points when he was an overall 77. It is now time for the phenomenal AJ Styles to get his rating. So I'm kind of curious. AJ Styles, he been writing off. He wasn't been doing much this past year, but they just showed AJ giving offense with Kevin Owens because Kevin Owens was he was in Kevin Owens' video when they were showing off Kevin Owens' rating. So I know AJ Styles not going to be in the 90s like he used to be, or like how I wanted him to be honest with you. But when it comes to 2K24, AJ Styles' rating is an 85 for AJ Styles. I know that's a dip, but I even had to check. But compared to 2K23, that's a big dip because in 2K23 he was an 89, and now he's an 85. I mean, damn, that's a big dip for AJ Styles. I mean, like, shit, give him an 88, but 85. I mean, my God. That's just low for AJ Styles in my personal opinion. He is him. When it comes next for the Razorville, we got Carmelo Hayes here. First of all, I just love the new Carmelo Hayes model. I just like the new attire that he has, and it's just great him taking on Braun Breaker. And the gameplay footage, it really looks really good here. I'm a huge Melo fan. Melo does not miss, so I'm curious to see what his rating is going to be. Obviously, it's going to be, it needs to be up from what it was last year, and I really can't wait for this rivalry between Melo and Trick to come to a head and see the matchup. But when it comes to Carmelo Hayes' rating, he has an 81. An 81? Because in W2K23, his rating is an 82. Carmelo Hayes went down compared to last year. Okay, maybe because he was a champion, he lost a championship. You said Carmelo Hayes doing some great work right now. I'm just invested in the Trick storyline, but damn, he went down. I thought he would go up. It is time for one of my favorite wrestlers, Booker T. Sucker! So Booker T, now we got footage of him going against Rick Steiner at Nitro, so confirms Nitro, and obviously Rick Steiner we just did. But this is the Booker T model we got last year. I'm sorry. I want that short dress Booker T model that we had in my faction. Release that model to me in this game 2K if you're listening to me. I want that version of Booker T. I like this Booker T, but I really want that 2001 Booker T model that they had in the game. And that's great. But Booker T's still one of my favorite wrestlers. And when it comes to Booker T's overall rating, Booker T is an 84. Which is funny because compared to last year, he was at 88. And he hasn't done anything other than help enhance Trick Williams' songs. So you would think, it just stay at 88. Why drop it down to an 84? Next up, we got Ricochet. Great to see Ricochet still making it in this game. Now, Ricochet obviously didn't have the greatest of years, but he wasn't that rival with Logan Paul, so that may help boost his chances. But his model looks great. We have him in gameplay footage against JD McDonough. I was kind of really hoping that they would add the gold chain that he's been wearing recently, or the kind of how they did for Jimmy Uso. But it doesn't look like he has the gold chain in here when it comes to the model that I'm looking at, or the real things I'm looking at. But it's great to see Ricochet. And when it comes to Ricochet's overall rating, Ricochet comes in at 81. But when it comes to his rating last year, he drops 1 point because he was at 82 in 2K23 last year. Now he's down to an 81, so he drops 1. And rounding out the ratings reveal today, we got the EST of WWE, the cover star Bianca Belair with her new updated model, and she looks great. I like the model she has. I love everything about it. I love her being on the cover. I love the new entrance and everything like that. I'm a huge Bianca fan here. So usually with Bianca being on the cover, I'm expecting her rating to be relatively high. So that's why I think it's going to be here. She got to be somewhere in the 90s. So when it comes to Bianca Belair's rating, she's a 95. That's exactly where I think she should be at, a 95. And she hasn't gone up or dropped any since 2K23, because in 2K23 Bianca Belair was a 95 as well, and she has stayed the same. So I think that's great for her. I think it really is great. And that's all the news that we got today when it comes to the roster reveal. I know they show a little bit of Liv Morgan's interest also, you know, but we've seen that mostly already. And so when they do release like the full thing, I may just post in the community tab, or I may just add to this, because by the time I'm done editing and recording after I got off of work, it'll probably be the next day. It'll probably be Thursday morning by the time you're seeing this, okay? But I'm glad to do it, man. It's been great. It looks like a healthy roster. I can't wait to see what the DLC looks like. I'm really hoping they can squeeze CM Punk in there, and I'm really hoping Jade Cargill. Everything else is bonus. Okay, that's what I need, and everything else will be bonus. Okay, so post your comments down below. How you guys enjoy the roster? Is any of your favorites missing, or you hoping for DLC? Hit the like button if you guys enjoyed my breakdown. Hit the subscribe button for more WWE 2K24 news and breakdowns right here on NC Studios. Once again, it's NC the place to be. Chill Train Mr. Andy, and the Nerd Coalition is out.